Hello, Taurus. How you doing, doll? Apply that lovely crown of yours, honey. Okay, guys, thanks for joining the channel, Taurus. What's up for today? What's in the messages, doll? Let's figure it out, shall we? Shall we? Shall we? Hold on, Taurus. I think I gotta hold on to my Palo Santo. Strangely, some burn my nails. How's everybody doing? Happy birthday, Taurus. Happy birthday, Taurus. Happy birthday, dear Taurus. It's in the season, but you're still awesome as F. Happy Taurus to you. Okay? Blow to the end. Woo! We're going to cleanse the energy at the same time, babies. Ancestors, angels, please bring to grace white light to give the message for Taurus at this time. May you please bless for prosperity, health, and wealth, as well as myself. Amen and amen, Taurus. Okay? Yeah, today's the last day, right? Happy birthday to whoever. Okay? Not to whomever, all Tauruses. It's just like the final wrap, you know, of happy birthday for the season, okay? May you be blessed, prosperous, and wealthy. Healthy and wealthy. Health is wealth, you see? Were you able to get up today, Taurus? You're rich, okay? Were you able to smell today? You're rich. Were you able to look outside? You're rich, honey, okay? Let's get the message. Apply your crown. Crosswalkers, welcome to the channel, babe. If I didn't acknowledge you, honey, I'm sorry. Who's pregnant? Congratulations, guys. All right, let's see. Let's see, baby. Let's see. Okay, what is the message, Spirit? What we got going on for Taurus? We got bedroom, okay? And then we have, I couldn't tell you I wasn't happy in the relationship, all right? Then they messed up, stop feeling guilty, stop now, okay? And then we have love songs all night long. Okay, Taurus, so I need you to get out of that rut, of that ASS hole that broke up with you. I need you to get out of that. Out of that one for me. Out of there. Okay? Get out of that doll face. Yeah. All right? There might be something in your bedroom that you might need to get rid of. Okay? I don't know why I'm saying that. Okay? Because look how it's like bed. It's in the colors black. And then room. Whatever room. Very colorful. It's like this energy's like, it just seems calm. And then over here it kind of seems like it's kind of going out of style. Not out of style, but it looks very like, you know, very colorful. But it feels like someone that used to make you feel so good. Okay, in a specific way, all types of colors, all right? But it says, I couldn't tell you I wasn't happy in the relationship. Now, Taurus, this could be you or them, but somebody couldn't tell you that, hey, I'm not happy here. They did something in one way, shape to just kind of throw you off, okay? They messed up, so stop feeling guilty. So them not being able to express or to absolutely tell you that they just weren't happy in the connection with you that you were in. This is actually a connection. This is not a situationship. That's not what I'm getting. Somebody asked me in a message the other day, is it about my situation? I didn't really pick up that, but, you know, third party, I guess you can say that's situationship, I guess. Okay, Taurus, we live in a day where people now have to have like 3+ people in their life to feel like they are someone. It's so ridiculous to me because you can't even handle your own emotions and things like that. How the hell do you add other people on your plate? Like, you know? So anyway, whoever this was, baby, okay? Taurus doesn't have to be just recently that this in some way, shape, made. You know, you might have somebody still want to be in your energy, though. If they didn't even tell you, Taurus, like verbally, they can even send it through a text message, Taurus. They can go on Google, honey. It takes but a second to look up ways to some way, shape, or form express a breakup or just express something. They didn't want to do that. Whoever this was, okay? They messed up, so stop feeling guilty about it. It has absolutely nothing to do with you, and stop listening to the effing love songs. Stop listening to them. Stop listening to sad songs. Stop listening to you know, ooh, ooh, ooh. Don't do that. It's low frequency. Okay? You can do whatever the hell you want, but what I'm seeing here, it ain't worth it. Who the hell is this? Okay? We got lonely in the reverse. You're not lonely. They want you to believe that. I said whatever's here. I said you might got something in your room you need to get rid of. Get rid of it. Don't be sad. Toss it in the trash bag. You ain't got to burn it. Whatever have you. If it will make you feel better to write down a list of things in some way, shape, Taurus that reminds you of the specific person. Okay? Let them go. Write them down. Find, you know, like a little thing where you might put Palo Santos or something to burn in and just like let it just like burn it. A little small piece of paper. Don't start saying you want the worst for their life and stuff. They're already going to get that, honey. They don't have you. Come on. Stay with me, Taurus. Stay with me, okay? Okay? It's always looking greener on the other side. It always looks greener until you find out it's not. That's why you have to make sure your energy is cleansed. And not cleansed, but make sure your intuition is on point. And I mean on point is by not letting so many people in the environment of one way or another trying to make life decisions for you. You have to listen to your own gut. Okay? You have to. All right? I couldn't tell you I wasn't happy in the relationship. Spirit, what is that? Hateful. Okay, so somebody might treat you like crappy. You know what I mean? Probably has a short fuse. This is a person that probably doesn't believe in love. You know, oh my goodness, it's love. I can't stand love. It's not real. It's an excuse for them not to have to actually show the big mirror. The big mirror they have to stand in front of, called accountability. It's scary. It's like a child scares underneath their bed. Okay? That's the energy of whoever this is that's a grown person. Okay? Vengeful, spiteful. Everyone in the world is the issue. They're the mean ones. They did it to everybody here did this to me. Absolutely not. Again, that big mirror called accountability, they won't stand in front of it. And that's where they end up in this energy unfulfilled. And it says, I couldn't tell you I wasn't happy in the relationship. Towards if they weren't happy, honey, there was nothing you could do. This is a person that can't be happy with themselves. Even if they pulled a heist on self-love, they wouldn't be able to do it. They're not capable. Okay? And Taurus, you know I always speak the most uplifting information to the mind. But whoever this is, they lack accountability. Therefore, they need to lack your presence, period. They shouldn't have nowhere access to it. And I feel here that it's lonely in the reverse. They want you to feel this. This is a very big, huge manipulation tactic. You have to feel like you are a person that is not of any type of gift or anything of power or awareness or importance or value out there to the outside world. So they'll spend a lot of time putting you in front of a mirror called insecurities of my own, and they stand you in front of that mirror and they put it up to your face on purpose. Look at yourself. And you look at yourself, and what they want you to see is that in some way, shape, no one wants to be around you. Okay? No one likes you. They all feel like you're a nobody. Wait till I tell everybody you did this. Wait till I tell everybody you did that. And then so you stay trapped in it. Absolutely not. Get rid of whatever SHIT this person has that you have of this person. Anything that could remind you of this person. If you have to try to save up to get a new bed because you may have boomed in it too much with this specific person, get a new one. Get a new one. It'll give you a whole lease on life. If you have a window in your bedroom, which you should, lift up the mother effer. I don't care if it's raining outside. Twist the curtain, lift it up, and let the sun rays in, and start speaking positive affirmations. I would I would advise Palo Santo, not sage, when you're trying to get rid of this. And I say this because that's what that is. It's a this. Look at the cards coming out, baby. I ain't making this up. They messed up. Stop feeling guilty. Absolutely, Taurus. You ain't got nothing to feel guilty. Why? Because you were the energy that saved them. You did. But Taurus, 9 times out of 10, when you're in connections with people, they tend to forget that. So you will climb that ladder. You'll climb up in trees. You'll do everything the most. And they'll even say, oh my God, they'll smile and be thankful. But then behind your back, they end up like this. Because they need something more. Okay, they need something to validate them. You've done all you could to validate. In fact, I don't think, maybe there's another tree that's higher than that one they may want you to climb. But Taurus, if this is a person that likes to pick off the low ripe fruit on a tree where they don't really have to do much but do a little tiptoe jump to get it, you're not qualified for whoever this is. Just period. And that's a good thing. You're overqualified. There we are. You're overqualified. And later they will start to panic because of stuff that they put themselves in. They jumped in the water. You see what I'm saying? They jumped in because they didn't want to face that mirror called accountability. They didn't want to face it. People in some way, shape, Taurus. You might have this person, a lot of yelling, a lot of fighting. Okay, that got their rocks off for a little bit. Somebody might like the thrill of, people arguing. It might be like some type of. It seems like a turn on at first. But I feel like you and someone, y'all got drained with this, whatever this is. It's like being like purposeless. There was no purpose in it. And you know what? Let's go on ahead and be honest here. I couldn't tell you I wasn't happy in the relationship. Taurus, this could be you seeing this person's hateful and you were being unfulfilled the whole time. You didn't know how to say it. Like, damn, can I do anything to make this person happy? They made you feel like you were a stain in their life. And they keep trying to find the right concoction of bleach or something to get rid of the stain. You see? But you were no longer staying in one way, shape, Taurus, if there's something you could give to this person. They're hateful. That's just their nature. And accountability will never be something that they're going to do. Even if they have to actually swallow a rice grain of pride, it's going to be something very, very like one-sided. It's going to make it seem like you're the reason. No. Taurus, no. Love songs all night long. Stop the love songs. Yeah, love, grief. Absolutely. Stop. And I know, Taurus, it's not easy. I get it. You know, everybody wants this. I don't care who you are. You want someone, Taurus, think about it. Love is something so freaking powerful. Real, true, authentic love. Think about another person on the other side of that. Not fighting, not arguing. Keep all that toxic BS out of it. The natural base, the foundation of love. Someone that actually cares about what it is you've eaten today. What did you have to drink? You know, did you have everything you needed for your necessity? Did you have everything that you needed in your shower today? Did you know, those type of small things? Did I get the right shampoo? Or do you need, I'm at the store. Is there any candy or something you want? You know, is there anything I can bring you for your break? You know, you want anything you want anything to eat? You know, because I'm out and about. That type of energy. But to me, Taurus, it feels like somebody was just freaking hateful. So no matter what you did, they would like turn around and probably tell friends or people like that, hey, look at this simp. That's why so many people fall short of even wanting love. A lot of people, Taurus, want that. You know what I mean? But the way people are seen, the way it's seen or looked at is the issue. Like this is simping. No, honey, this is loving. This is someone embracing another person that truly loves and cares about another. And they're not going to stop at any parts on this earth to prove otherwise. They love whoever you are. And the sun is a very, very big, huge moment to express that, whether it's coming up or the sun's going down. Okay? It doesn't have, you shouldn't be feeling like this because of it. You shouldn't be feeling like this. Now, we all know, Taurus, that we have heartbreaks, which is understandable. I'm seeing one here and now. But can I say something? One thing really quick. How did you know you were in love with this person? How did you know that that's what that was? Let's not add trauma bonding. That's not it. I've been through that. I've been through this. We've been through the same thing. Let's bring it together. No, there's no healing there. It's just like one after the other. Whose trauma is the worst? Who gets to get the most sympathy in the connection? No. Love. Those heartbreaks that you've been through. I'm not going through that again. I'm never going to find it again. Honey, that's exactly what whoever these individuals that come through and they do a little park in the garage and they dip out and they're not there to stay. They know exactly what they're doing. They're trying their best to gather as many people they can to become so cold-hearted because they became cold-hearted. So their victory is to make you feel cold-hearted and left, what? As if you're lonely. You're not lonely. It's real facts. You're not lonely, Taurus. You just felt like there was no purpose in the situation. Look how bland and dark it is. Yeah, you're dealing with someone that's hateful. They choose hate. They choose it. Whether they want to say it or not, they do. So you don't need to stand here anymore, babe. They messed up. Don't feel guilty because you came to the rescue. Even as far as you calling them up and saying, baby, did you eat today? Okay, well, did you want dessert? Let's say she or he will say, yeah, I got dessert for a quick lunch break. You know, that type of energy. Have fun with it. You came to the rescue for this person as much as you could. They're never going to find it nowhere else. They're not. They're not. So be encouraged. Okay? Go, Taurus, go. Go, Taurus, go. Okay, get on that bike, honey, and ride. And later on, they'll be longing for you, honey, because they're looking for what? A safe space. Because you are your safe space. So, Taurus, it's time to get excited. It's time to get excited, not desperate. Yeah. Get excited, not desperate, because you don't need to be. You don't need to be. And then whoever the hell this is you're connected with, they're so damn envious of you being with someone else because their uncertainty. And again, that big mirror called... what was that big mirror called again, Spirit? Ancestors. Accountability. Thank you. They lack it, okay? So it doesn't matter how many big mirrors of accountability you have inside the home. It doesn't matter how you decorate it, okay? You're the warmth. Taurus, even if you get some fake plants, whatever you're replacing, whatever you could have still of this person, get some fake plants. Tall ones. Sometimes you can find them at like thrift stores and stuff like that. But I would be mindful of thrift stores and secondhand stores with some things like that because you just don't know what kind of residues left on it from somewhere else. You don't know exactly what kind of negativity. I mean, you can Palo Santo it outside and stuff like that, cleanse the energy, but at the same sense, I would not really just depend on that. But hey, what I'm stating is that big fake trees, you don't feel like taking care of one to actually take care of one. I know it's kind of lazy, but guess what? It still does invite. Look at these plants here, Taurus. Yeah, they're all real. Don't worry about that. And no, they're not, Taurus, but it just makes it feel vibrant. It makes it feel like growth. It feels inspiring for me. And so as long, Taurus, as you're comfortable in the environment, you can help other people feel comfortable. You see what I'm saying? You got to be good for you first, and then everybody else is great. That's the thing about love. People want to say there's nothing more than a better feeling of being, you know, another person just loving you, and they really, really want to show you. You see, it just doesn't matter. They'll make time. There's nothing on the earth that'll stop them. Again, like I said, but then there should be grief attached to it. So again, I ask, how do you know you were in love with this person? How do you know that was the one? How do you not know it was meant for them to break your heart? So that way, in one way or another, it's time for you to really, truly get to the real good stuff. Don't give up. That's all I'm saying. I know I sound very enthusiastic in this message, but seriously, I love love. I love seeing people love. It doesn't matter how many people don't love me back. I still want to see other people get love. I still want to be a person that is going to find someone that I love that's going to love me. It doesn't matter how long it takes. No one can turn my heart cold. They just can't. I don't know. It's been kind of since I was little, you know? People, even my own family, you know, they would try to like downplay me and things. I'm like, oh, ouch. Was that supposed to hurt? Like, it did kind of, but it wasn't like he didn't send me over the edge like, oh no, life is over. It isn't. It truly isn't. Okay, don't give up, but don't also Taurus, go out and be desperate to go look forward to where you allow negative treatment. You'll feel like your purpose isn't being fed, and you'll feel so dang on depleted. So everybody you come into contact with that actually has interaction with you, you'll look at them like something's wrong with them. Okay, sometimes take yourself out on dates. And if you don't want to go out, have food be delivered to you, light you a nice candle, sit there and eat, have you a beer, okay, or a glass of Chardonnay or a Jameson. I mean, just have yourself a time and don't worry about what other people think about what you got going on, babe, because as long as in your space is good, everything else is going to multiply around you because you feel good in it, okay? Something as simple as that. Get like a white tablecloth, get you a little round. You have this in your home somewhere, a computer chair or like a stool or something. Put the white cloth on it, light a nice candle. Don't leave the candle unattended. Take care of you, okay? Take care of you. Date you. Who gives a damn who you see on social media with someone? It doesn't matter. 9 times out of 10, that camera flashed, and after that, it's a whole hell lost there. So don't worry about anything what anyone else has got going on. Wish them the best. Keep moving, but also make sure you wish yourself the best. Stay offline for a bit. Take care of you. Read a nice book if you want. Write in a journal and then hide it in your freezer for all I care. Taurus, do something for you. Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, because this is something that's been slowly trying to show you something. You've never been alone. If you see this horse, okay, look at all. In some of the tarot cards, normally the Knight of Pentacles doesn't have but barren land. But look, there's like some mountains back there. Looks like some trees. This person looks like they're kind of just fitted, you know, a regular shirt or whatever. But look at this pentacle. And it looks like they're kind of sad, but they knew for a second that, look at the horse though, the eyes are just completely black. Okay? So whatever that was you were riding on, okay, the unhappiness, the hatefulness and energy, you were riding on someone else's time. And they were slow as hell to understand, Taurus, that you are who you are. You're a magnificent individual. And here they are on this horse. Look, they can't see nothing. They're too determined to get back into something else, okay? Or get to someone else. All right, to ruin their life. So don't worry about it. They couldn't tell you. Okay, Taurus, so maybe their phone was off, or maybe they just, 6 of Swords. It doesn't even matter. You're moving off into common waters. I guess I keep going on and on about this, Taurus, because it says don't feel guilty. Please don't, Taurus. Justice. Look at this. Libra energy. Back of the deck, Tower. We all go through towers. Taurus, look, Scorpio. Last time I've been through a breakup was almost 5 years ago. 4, 3.5, 3.5. And it's been the best thing that's ever happened to me. Absolutely. It gave me back my independence. And I have a big reset. And the lovely thing about it is Taurus, that most people are so accustomed to letting go of people that they don't belong with, and they still have to be in their energy sexually and things like that, and wonder why nothing good happens to move their love life on and to clear a path. You see what I'm saying? To clear a good path to where you don't have no ties to someone else. Because I have a child with somebody does not mean that they own my lower extremities for the rest of my life. That will never effing happen. Okay? Some people out here are meant to believe that that's how that works. They're taught that. So you on this hand, Taurus, whoever I'm connecting with, you bring justice to yourself and know that whatever this was here, there was no purpose there. You didn't feel like you were doing something for the greater, you felt like you were helping someone, but you felt that's all you could do. That's all you deserved in return. Maybe this person just in some way, Taurus, hated the way that you were helping and so helpful, because they knew they couldn't reciprocate that. And so they want to make sure that they leave the connection, making sure you'd see it as your fault. It isn't your fault. This is a connection you rode with for some time, I'm seeing. Because you were meant to be feeling lonely when whether this happened or is going to happen. You'll decide. This is not me trying to send energy for you to break with somebody. If y'all see the cards that naturally came out, but it's my hand picking, this is what they intended to do, honey. It's not, And slowly but surely, you're going to see. You're going to rise up out of this energy feeling like you're alone, Knight of Pentacles, and go right to the Six of Swords and then Justice. We saw that Tower. If you think about it, when a tower falls, there's rubble, there's smoke, there's, it's all kinds of mess. It's like kind of a mess, It's supposed to leave you just falling apart. You're not going to sit in the tower while the smoke clears. You're going to try to find your way out quick as possible. You try to put your shirt over your face or something, and all you can do is try to get out so you can breathe some fresh air, okay? So open your window, okay? Go for a walk. King of Cups in the reverse. Yeah, it's time for you to pull your energy back, Taurus. I feel here with the King of Cups in the reverse, Taurus, I feel like that's what you're doing, slowly but surely. And why I feel like it's King of Cups and not Queen of Cups is because, Taurus, you felt like in one way or another, you allowed somebody to come in and take advantage. But that's not what happened, honey. That's not what happened. Spirit, King of Cups in the reverse, that's not what happened. They didn't take advantage of anything. Absolutely. Wheel of Fortune. They turned you into the right direction. The King of Cups, you're not... Masculine energy seems to be a bit more stronger than feminine. And what I mean by stronger, it's more aggressive. Not, how do I say this, Taurus? If you can help me in the comments. It's not aggressive. No, I'm not saying that about, what I'm stating is it's more potent. There we are. That's the only thing I think of. Okay? It's more stimulating. Like, think about it. When there's, let's say you're a feminine. Okay, but I feel like you're a man or a woman here. I'm reaching to a man or a woman. Let's say you're feminine. Me as a feminine, I normally have to be in my masculine energy because I just have always learned to have to do it on my own. But you have to learn how to kind of let that feminine energy kind of rise up and let the masculine energy kind of sit the hell down so you can receive. Because, Taurus, lately I've been craving a protector, a provider. I used to be someone that wanted to do for someone else, but I want someone to do those things for me because I've never, ever had it. I've always been the dominant one. You see what I'm saying? So what would that feel like with someone that's actually in all the masculine roles around me? Well, I can just be my feminine. I can be nurturing. I can be loving. I don't have to worry about things so much. That might be an awesome thing, but it doesn't matter what has happened in my past, like my breakup 3.5 years ago. It will never turn me sour to other people and loving others. I don't care what I go through. I just can't turn into a hard ASS and just not love. I'm always going to love the ones that I feel like I want to love, the ones I feel like I'm called to love, you see? So I feel like here, Taurus, it's like somebody's idea to get you to pull away from, to try to bring this out of them, try to bring this from them. And it's supposed to have the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse for you. I don't know why I'm getting that. Exactly. That's why I'm feeling that. It's like somebody really wants you to kind of be betrayed, It's like you'll never love again. That's the energy I'm kind of getting. And over here in the lonely, it's like they have so much stuff to say. You're worthless, okay? You submit. You're so insecure. You're, oh my gosh, I never would do that. You're just overreacting and you're so like, you're so embarrassing. Oh my gosh, you're so irritating. Why you're so jealous? You're frustrating. They want to make you feel like you're just somebody that's not capable to love. You're absolutely lovable. You are. Whoever you were dealing with was hateful. Okay, there's a difference. And that's a good way to like bond somebody through trauma, especially if you may have been one way or another in a home where you had parents that really didn't give a F what you said or didn't really think about what you said because their minds weren't developed in some way, shape to have you. We got to think about that too. Because when we have trauma, it's not like our parents give it to us on purpose, but we like to believe that they're the heroes of our life when they could be the ones that are damaging, you see? Because were they prepared when you came along? Were they completely mentally ready to have you when you came along? And so when you're born, 9 times out of 10, the dad may not stick around that long, okay, depending. And if they do, it's all because they're obligated. I have to. People will think of this way. They're doing it because they have to. Willingly is a different thing. It's like willingly to want to be in a little child's life and want to raise them and things. But if you see it as a burden, what they're doing is they're creating burdens on you because in one way or another, they look at you as their child. But do they treat you as such? Or do they treat you as someone to throw their burdens on too because you came too early or too soon for them to want to actually raise you in the correct way? You see what I'm saying? So you can't hail all parents because they might be a bit lost themselves. Hell, some of us, old elders, my elders and things like that don't know much. They think they know a lot, and they probably do, but there's some things they don't know as well as me. There's some things, Taurus, I just don't understand or know. But it's very admirable, it's very strong, and it's a strength to actually say, hey, I don't really understand what you're saying. Can you explain it to me so I can see it in a different perspective? Because I'm having a hard time. I'm feeling a bit burdened with all that information. That takes a big freaking, that takes a real big front seat. You see what I'm saying? To say that. Because people so much want to drive out of egos like they know everything. Taurus, I don't even freaking know everything. But I've been through enough to know a lot. That's it. So that's where trauma can come from. And then you actually go into situations where people are hateful and you think, yes, I belong here. No, you don't. No, you don't. You carry that from a father figure or a mother figure that didn't know how to accept the fact that they just weren't ready to be an actual parent, so they neglected you. So you sit in this energy trying to find purpose. You're going to find your purpose, but you can't expect whatever this is here. I feel like, Taurus, it wasn't it. And for you to blame yourself and feel guilty, please don't. Don't even blame your parents. Just go on ahead, Taurus, and look in the mirror, and then some way, shape, also take part in accountability on your own to say, man, I need to grow. Whatever the heck I think is healthy is probably not healthy for me because, look, I keep doing the same things and getting the sucky results. I don't want these results. So why not do something different to bring in better ones, you see? It's not me blaming anybody, Taurus. It happens. Hell, it happens more than often, where we grow up in these environments and then we grow up into our adulthood and we find people just like our mothers and our dads. And there's qualities in there that good, but there's also qualities that could be damaging to our spirit, to our mind, to our health. It's draining as hell because we keep repeating a cycle when we might have been birthed inside an environment where the parents deep down inside truly don't even want to say it, but they didn't want us. You see what I'm saying? I'm not being mean, Taurus. If you get it, you get it. They just deep down were like, they saw the pregnancy test. My college is ruined. And then so maybe one way or another, when you're born, they kind of put all that responsibility on you. Like, you better get that college degree because I had to freaking sacrifice. They don't even understand they're doing it. They don't even get it because, yeah, they still could have gotten their dream done, but they just, some one way, shape, Taurus, just got freaking, probably just didn't have enough time or just decided to give up. But then they looked at you, wow, little 4-year-old, you're going to be a doctor, aren't you? How do we know that little 4-year-old wants to be a doctor? What if they want to be an astronaut? And we might say impossible, but we had that mindset because we decided to give up on our dreams. You see what I'm saying? We can't put that on them. If they say they want to be something, let them be that. Okay? Giving support to your children is going to do a whole heck of a lot than not supporting them and trying to throw your dreams and burdens onto them because you, some way, shape, form, were out there doing the do, and you end up having a child and you feel like you're stuck with something. So here's my new project. I'll just put all that energy and all of the things I didn't get to accomplish when I was pregnant with this little baby. I'll put it all onto them as you grow and grow and grow. You want to look up to them and feel like in one way, shape, they're the answer when they could be they could be the downfall. I don't know where the hell is ever made. Taurus, yeah, right? You know, what the hell was that? I'm seeing this Wheel of Fortune and King of Cups in reverse, yeah. And there's hateful energy here and unfulfilled. But it says purposeless. Like, never heard that word before, but purposeless? But it's like in one way or another, Taurus, you might have felt like, hey, you know, me helping this person, or, you know, me even like saving their food in the microwave, or me getting them me paying their phone bill or something like that. Man, that's really going to show, you know, I give it, no, it don't. It's a repeated pattern. You trying in one way, shape, maybe get validation for the situation, but you felt poured out anyways, Taurus. So this was your freedom from whoever this is. You didn't even know it. You're going to figure it out soon. This is your ticket. This is the freedom. Knight of Pentacles. Everything felt so damn sluggish and slow because you were making sure they were good. But their reactions were hateful. They weren't appreciative of the effort you were putting in. It was never good enough. Because deep down inside, they have accomplishments and things of themselves. Accountability, self-love. They lack that. They don't want to do the work. Hell no. So I'm just going to throw it on the next lover I have. F you, you know, you're ugly and I don't like this about you. And it's everything they're saying to you is what they feel about themselves. Listen to when people argue with you. Listen. It doesn't matter who it is. They have to be a lover. Listen to what they're saying. Don't internalize that. Clear, cancel, release the garbage. Because that's exactly what the hell it is. It's their garbage. It's trash day. And they didn't feel like taking the garbage they didn't feel like taking it to the curb to get taken care of. They felt they were too good to do it. So let them stay with that. And you keep moving forward, Taurus. Justice. Wheel of Fortune. King of Cups in reverse. You pulled your energy back and it's a mature way. That's why I feel like it's the King of Cups and not the Queen. Absolutely beautiful. So here we are, Taurus, closing out. Five of Pentacles, the Devil, and then we have the Death card. Right up underneath Justice is the Death card. Scorpio energy. Here we are with the Devil, Capricorn energy. Five of Pentacles. Leaving that other mother effer to starve out in the cold. No longer allowing them to have change to you. I don't know if you have children with this person or not. I understand you have to see them for that reason, but Taurus, you do not have to sit there and be binded to them and their BS hatefulness. And then they some way, we saw on that deck. And they waste in some way, shape, Taurus, your excitement makes them desperate, okay? To make sure that in some way, shape, that they make you feel like you need to long for encouragement. Taurus, when you were the one that tried your best you tried your best, you see? Whoever I'm connecting with, yeah. Yeah, your confidence is annoying to somebody. Oh, well, because they ain't got their own. So sad, Taurian. Leaving it out in the cold. Knight of Pentacles. Leaving that Knight of Pentacles energy sluggish out in the cold. That's 6 Pentacles, but what was the equal give and take here? There was none. And then with the Death card right here, yeah. Closing out things. Taurus, sorry, baby. Sorry, you guys. I lifted my arm up because my arms were sitting here while I was talking. Let in the ending. Letting it happen. Letting it go. Spirit, what is the message? Oh, look what you're going to find, Taurus. Look at this. Look at this. You pull that back, baby, and look. Then you probably it could be you pulling back, you're energetically masculine, like it's like a bit more potent energy. You're pulling that back. The wheel's here. Queen of Cups dropped at the bottom. It could be another person coming into your life, Taurus. You don't even have to talk about another person if you don't want to, baby, but it could be you. Sitting up in this feminine energy is loving yourself. Masculines need to catch on with that. They need to love themselves too. And ain't there a punk? That's not what it is. A man can have a bubble bath. A woman can have a bubble bath. A sitz bath, Epsom salt. Okay? Put you a little thing of grapes on the side of your tub. Okay? A little champagne glass if you pour Sprite in it. Okay? Could be someone that in some way, shape, Taurus is trying to sober up. That's good. Put you some bubbles in. Hell, if you don't have an actual like bubble bath, liquid, this might sound a little bit weird, but I don't give a F. Use some of the dang dishwashing liquid. Put 2 squeezes of that in. It'll make the most bubbles you've ever had in your life. Sometimes people are on a budget and they can't go out and buy expensive things. Fine. Oh, it's going to irritate my skin. No, it's not. You're going to be so into just taking care of yourself, soaking it. Light a candle. They're at the dollar store, honey, for $1. If you need some razors, buy some at the dollar store. Just be careful with your, your legs, make sure, and stuff like that. Men, shave your legs. Shave your toe hairs. Whatever it is, do something to pamper you. Male or woman. Because this is a transformation right up underneath the Justice card. It absolutely is. And you're going to pour all that SHIT you poured out into somebody else into yourself. You get to take all that back. Doesn't matter if they're mad about it or not. Dang, look at this. Strength card. Leo energy. Look how strong that self-love. How much you're going to do for yourself. How strong you are. Yeah. Emperor energy at the back. Remember, I was saying something about masculine energy here with that King of Cups. But I feel like this is your time to be your own boss. This is your time to be yourself. This is your time to think and be there for you. You're going to stand in the mirror of accountability. And you'll take it one step at a time. Take it as slow as you need to. But understand, you're never going to sit there in some way, shape, Taurus, and just completely cut yourself off to the world of love. Because someone else could not, they didn't know how to handle it. See? Whatever trauma bond or whatever trauma they may have dealt with when they were growing up being raised. Because Taurus, nobody's raised into a perfect household. I don't give a damn what you say. All right, some people are, I guess. But then some are not. There's all walks of life. And whoever this is, the hateful, Spirit, clarify the hateful person. Who is that? 8 of Wands. They damn sure made sure that they tied you into it. The bonding, the trauma, they hit you with the arrows of it. Look at the motorcycle. They did it fast, too. They need you to feel hateful towards yourself because that's coming. That's who they are. Okay? It's learned. Hierophant at the back of the deck. It ain't just about the Most High here. It is, but it's also learning. And then, damn, the 8 of Wands again. They learned it. It's a learned behavior. So you go in some way, shape, Taurus, and pick out partners that do the hateful thing. And you may not understand it. It's not like you're looking at, let me find someone hateful. No. It's that you attract them to you, Taurus, because guess what? You love, you're caring. Okay? You're going to find some, thank you, Spirit. You're going to find someone just as strong as you. Taurus, this is so chill, this message. Oh, goodness grief. Yeah, you will. It'll just come to you. That's what's going to happen. And you'll be able to love again. Because again, how'd you know you were in love here? How are you for sure? How are you for sure you found the love of your life? 7 of Wands. Stand up for yourself and you definitely will figure it out. Okay? Don't stay stuck. Wow, look. Don't stay stuck. Hangman and 10 of Swords. Don't stay stuck in that. You don't deserve it. You don't deserve it. Wheel of Fortune again, okay? You deserve the best, Taurus. So you're going to give it to yourself, baby. It's just going to shoot. It's going to show up. It's going to be like, who decided? I didn't know it was Christmas. Just out of nowhere. You're so busy loving yourself. It's just amazing. Nothing can mess with you. Page of Swords. Ace of Swords. And Awakening. Exactly, okay? Page of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Who's going to give it to you, baby, okay? Who's going to give it to you? Okay, here goes that 3 of Swords. Page of Pentacles and then 3 of Swords. Who's going to give you that good lesson? It's you, Taurus. Nobody else gets to pinch a lesson to you. You get to learn. You get to teach and you get to decide. Okay? You get to teach yourself and you get to learn from yourself. It's a very special exchange. It's between you and you, not you and other people, because then you'll tend to attach an outcome to someone. Well, maybe we'll get back together. Maybe we'll this. Maybe we'll nothing. You detach yourself from that and you. And you face you every day. And you'll be stronger. I can actually almost promise you that, okay? Guys, I love you so dearly. Oh, and another message, Page of Swords, learning. Page of Pentacles, learning. Here we are with the Ace of Swords. Okay, there's little guys here, so some of you might have a son, okay? And then we have Awakening. Look at that. All that BS, Taurus. Falling out the pocket and things. What you thought you learned and what you thought was the right deal, baby, you're awakening to something. Same thing from a different perspective. And your angels up there is like, God dang time. The angels up there like, we've been following you for a long time. The wheel's been in your face for a long time. Have you learned it? Okay, Taurus? Yeah, 5 of Pentacles, leaving this devil energy and this chain energy out in the effing cold, Taurus. You owe nothing. You understand? You keep assuming you owe someone something because you have children with them. Oh, we got these assets tied together. Keep thinking that. It's time to end. It's time to close it out, honey. It's time for you to be in some way, shape, Taurus. Not going to say, oh, you're just going to be so happy. No, it's time for you to get Taurus in a better position than what you were in yesterday. Today is a new day. You get to make a different decision every day. So which one are you going to have for you? Don't give up on love, honey. It is a good feeling. It is. But imagine two people coming together and loving each other unconditionally. It exists. This world and day, they want you to believe it does not. You were put here not to be alone and not to give up on yourself either, okay? So just know, this is a beautiful message, Taurus. Thanks, guys, for hearing all my yapping. This was an amazing message. I hope you guys have a fantastic Tuesday. Taurus, take good care of yourselves, and I will definitely see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for like, cares, comments, subscribes, and the support. You guys are absolutely amazing, and I will see you next time, babies. Until then, bye-bye, Taurus.